Yeah, good evening, everyone. A quick one this evening again. It is your friend, your brother. I am here again to talk on issues bordering on what is happening right now in our dear country and in our state, Edo State. So I'm here to talk about what is happening in our dear country and our dear state. Right away. It is quite unfortunate that the whole election thing is becoming like a child's play to the Pastor Isaiah camp. I'm so disappointed at the level they've gone in their campaigns. But by the grace of God, God willing, today I'm going to try to put some light into some of the things that they are peddling around, in the social media space. I'm going to put some talk on it. I'm going to put some clear fact into it to make them understand that we that are in for Obaseki, we do this on issue based campaign. I have decided not to go low to that point whereby I have to go to personal issues, trying to now destroy people's home and all that. I don't want to get involved in that because that is not who I am. I want to go to a level whereby I can be able to tell you what Obaseki had done, what he's going to do when he comes back, by November 12th, 2020. And I expect the supporters of Pastor Zeyamu to do same also, rather than going low, trying to not take it personal, going into this, talking about people private lives. I don't want us to go there because it will be so funny trying to go to that level, of talking about people's personal lives, because we have a lot to say, but that is not who we are. We are cultured, we are well trained people. We are people who believe that we have what it takes to make Edo a better place to be. Just listen to this music while we just press the share button. Invite friends right now. Let's share and let's talk about the word of freedom. God bless you. Just press the share button, please.
The ancient city is calling. Oh, arise, sons and daughters of the land. The king of the city is marching. Stand up high to the pride of the land. The founding fathers have labored, and our time to serve is now. The glory of the new Lego nation will forever be our pride. Beautiful and glorious and you're the heartbeats of Nigeria. Beautiful and glorious and stars are singing over you. You're the land people
Please just share. Let's share the word of freedom,
our
please.
treasures are found in all nations, and our greatness is second to none. Our history forever shall be written. How our kings have endured all times. Our people culture in unity. Our hearts before the land. Rich culture, stories of heroes, legacies forever be. Beautiful and glorious and you're the heartbeats of Nigeria. Beautiful and glorious and stars are singing over you. You're the land people dream to be. Unite and stand with each other. Forgive and let it go.
Sister Mary, God bless you. Brother George Obaseki, I greet you, sir. Brother Eric, God bless you. Please let us invite our friends as we deal on issues today.
fear and love the Creator. Only there shall we succeed. Beautiful and glorious and through the hearts of Nigeria. Beautiful and glorious and stars are singing over you. You're the
Sister Rawa, God bless you. You're welcome, ma. So let's play this one. I love this one. And this is my best. This is my best.
I never see this kind of network. I never see this kind of love before. Wonder, 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 wonder. One second, wow. Say you do, I wonder. I don't need to say me to the cargo. Wonder, 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 wonder. I just don't want to cargo. No matter say it's Obaseki come over the people. Because it's a country that to so to buy for love. I don't see Hosa from a baby salary a lot. I don't think I know people from a lot of living now. Pensioner expect no more protest for their money. Marketing expect no more illegal collection. I don't have a super no more demand for money. Put the bad way, no more city collection. Obaseki na wow, Eyibu na wonder. Other people say make you carry go. Wonder. Make you check infrastructure. Other people say make you carry go. Make you check health sector. Other people say make you carry go. Make you check agriculture. Other people say make you carry go. Make you check empowerment. Other people say make you carry go. Make you check development. Other people say make you carry go. Obaseki na wow, Eyibu na wonder. Other people say make you carry go. Wonder, 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 wonder. They don't dey share their ego. They don't use it to not collect. They don't dey share their dollar. They don't use it to not collect. Just some people go to property. Not go work in my life. If you collect all you go back. They don't use it to hear me. They do destiny killer. They don't use it to hear me. Wetin happen for Ghana? Na very big lesson. They do destiny killer. They don't use it to hear me. Obaseki na wow, Eyibu na wonder. Other people say make you carry go. Wonder, 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 wonder. Who are the final say in the election? They don't be grow as the final say. Who are the final say in the election? They don't be grow as the final
Bro Charlie, you are welcome.
say.
Efwe Ede Desi Da Desi Desa. You welcome. God bless you.
I said, who are the final say in the
He's
election?
he's a acid. Who be this one? He's a acid yamo. God, that was strong. Oh. Let's invite them. Let's come and hear the word of freedom. Edo in diaspora, I greet you, sir. This is our group, the Edo in diaspora. We are one of the strong supporters of Obaseki 2020 re-election because of what we have seen he has done. And I must give kudos to my coordinator, Comrade Roland Omorodion, and to Mama Juliet, formerly known as Mama Island, all the way from Ireland. I must give kudos to them and every member of the Edo Diaspora Support Group for Obaseki for a wonderful job you guys are doing. I appreciate you guys. Mr. Edianator, I greet you, sir. Anas, the voice, I greet you. Osasere, I greet you, sir. Happy, I greet you. God bless you. I appreciate you guys. But which name funny now? My name funny. Which of the name funny for inside? Okay, the one that said he said Yamu this thing. The name funny, my brother. I greet you on time. Amoruji. 4 plus 4 top bar. Nothing can stop it. Wagabele yo 4 plus 4. Brother, I greet you. 4 plus 4 top bar. Ogaba. Nay James, I greet you, sir. You are wonderful. 4 plus 4 top bar. No power can stop it. They can gather. Ogaba, top bar. It must complete. Hosa Friday, I greet you. 4 plus 4 top bar. Ogaba. Nothing can stop it. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I was not supposed to come out today, but I saw an interview that was done by our brother, our father, Captain Hosa Wells Okumbo, and that made me. I just came back from church, and I said, no, I need to come out, and after listening to the video over and over and over and over again, and I felt I need to do some analysis on the video. That was one of the reasons why I actually came out. And also, I was just going through the social media space, and what I see today, I'm going to start from there. I'm going to do the interview last, okay? Please bear with me. I'm going to do the interview last, okay? What I saw today about the way and manner the Pastor Isaiah Moon campaign, the media eras has descended so low, I felt ashamed to say the least that this is not the Edo that we used to know. That is the truth of the matter there. I feel not too okay with the way and manner they've descended so low in this campaign. They do not actually have campaign. There is no campaign of ideology. There's no campaign of substance. All they do is character assassination, is propaganda, and a lot of things that is quite uncalled for. And that has actually made me to say, no, I need to come out and analyze some issues so they don't destroy people and they don't make people to lose focus from the reality. Because there are some things you say about somebody that actually had no meaning as far as election is concerned. That is why I said, no, I need to come out today to deal with these issues once and for all. I've done a lot before on Obaseki was a bad product. I came out and I made analysis of it. I've done a lot that Obaseki was an MOU governor. I came out and I made an analysis of it. And yesterday they said about Obaseki is a technocrat governor. I came out also and I made an analysis of it. Today they are saying Obaseki has no child. That is their campaign. That is their campaign. I felt like, what the heck is wrong with these guys? Are they normal? Are they okay? What has him having a child or him married going to do with governance? These guys actually went so low. And this is one reason why we, the intellectuals in Edo, must make sure that Obaseki return back. It is so disgusting that these guys went that low to talk about a man's private life. They are really clueless, my brother Charlie. These guys are really clueless. They are inhuman. They are insensitive to issues of life. If you get married and you have kids within a short period of time, does not mean you are better than a man who is married and have no kids. If it's what can be bought in the marketplace, with Obaseki's money, he can buy as many as he wishes. You guys can go stand down so low to not talk about his personal private life, all because of politics. It is stupid. I felt ashamed of these people. I felt ashamed that Isaiah, who is a pastor, who actually understood what God stands for, has decided to allow these guys to come up with such a stupid, useless, hopeless campaign strategy, all in the name of swing vote. Come on, guys. You guys are disgusting. You are really, really disgusting. You know, in my videos, I don't use very, very funny languages, but today I will be permitted to use some of those language today on these guys. Somebody came out today, and I so much respect this guy before now, but today I am completely disappointed in him. He's saying, did Obaseki pay the wise bride price? What kind of stupid set of people we really have in that state? How can somebody, a human, a man for that matter, not a boy, who is married, we go so low. We go so low. Many of our fathers, hear this, many of our fathers who married most of them, they did not even pay bride price of their wives. But yet, they lived a happy life. They contributed to their society. So that is why I have come out today to deal with the issue of marriage and paying bride price. And not having a child had nothing to do with governance. They don't know me. They don't know me because me, anything you bring as negative against him, I am ready to turn it around for positivity. That's who I am. I'm really pissed off with these people. Thank you, sir. Who pay bride price? Who help? There are many homes today. These new generational marriages that they pay bride price, they do court wedding, they do church wedding, they do Ogun wedding, they do a Romila wedding, they do all the weddings in the world, and in 1 year, the marriage has broken. In a year, the marriage collapsed. Who bride price don't help? What has that got to do? What is that going to do with governance? And they say he doesn't have a child. I'm going to talk on that. Okay, I'm going to talk on that. Listen, guys. Let me tell you something. Most of us who do not have children value children more than those that have it. How many of you know that? Any man or any woman who fights, to bear children, value children more than those that does not have. It's a shame, sir. These guys are so disgusting. Is that all you're going to campaign on? What is in your simple agenda? How are you going to actualize your fake, borrowed, stolen, cheap, simple agenda? That is all I want to hear. How are you going to bring that into reality? Not coming to assassinate people's character. Don't matter, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Many of these people in the Western world, they are not married. They just cohabit. Yet they are doing wonderfully well in their business, in their endeavors as governors. Not coming in to bring in such a low level of propaganda just for you to say or to win a political point. It is disgusting. We must condemn what is not right. Somebody gave me some information about Isaiah some few weeks ago. I think one of my boys here, and I told him accurately, throw that off. I don't talk about those issues. It is his private life, and I don't go to people's private life. We can decide to start putting off some of the things we know about Isaiah on the social media space. But that doesn't help. It doesn't help. Many times they send me information that I can come up to this platform and begin to blab with it, but we can't go that low. We can't go that low. We are too civilized, the Obaseki group are too civilized to go that low into personal private lives. I told them, no, I don't do that. I'm a man who stands for justice and truth. So I don't go so low because some bunch of opportunists who are dragging to become essays and ministers. And commissioners. Going so low to get involved in somebody's private life. They can't do that. I can't do that. It's absurd. It's preposterous. I'm going to warn them for this last time. Anytime I get any of those nonsense on social media from the POI camp, I will come out fully on their principle. I'm saying this very clearly right now. I will come out fully on him. I have information that I can use. I will come out fully on him. If I hear this nonsense again, I'm saying it clearly to the entire world, to the air. I will come out fully. They will not like it because they can't bear when I come out. Because I know how to garnish my words, that it will hit them so hard. So they should go to their point. Let them deliver on their promises. No propaganda. Not going so low. Talking about a man's or somebody's private life. We don't want to hear that. Obaseki have never done that. Any of Obaseki's campaign, hear him. All it talks is what he's going to do, what he has done, what he intends to do. That is all he talks about. We had a Zoom meeting with him yesterday for 2 hours. For 2 hours, we were with him on Zoom. All he discussed about, the guy is too civil. Can't go to that extent and begin to destroy a man for whatsoever reason that you feel. Talk about politics. Leave family life out of it. It doesn't want it. Now I said the PI supporters are now becoming antagonistic in their approach to issues to the point of using someone's personal issue as a campaign. But we, the Edos, have also decided to accept this man to continue to be our governor for these reasons. We, the Edos, we have still decided to accept this man for these reasons. Number one, a man that has no child does not think of stealing for generations. Why you must vote about Obaseki? A man that has no child does not think of stealing for generations. Because he has nothing, he has nobody to leave anything for when he's gone. If even he has no child. But unlike the other side, whose children are depending on what their parents will say for them to inherit after their demise. So this is the reason why Obaseki must be the man. If they feel because he had no child, that is an opportunity for us to vote in Obaseki because it will keep our money. He had nobody to give our money to. He had nobody to save for. All he had are the people. Those are his children now. We, the Edolites, are the ones that he is ready to take off. So one reason why Obaseki must be voted into power. I say number two, a man that has no child fears no death. And so he will be happy to write his name in gold so that after he would have joined his ancestors, he would be remembered for his good works. You hear that now? A man that has no child fears no death at his age. So he's ready to sacrifice his life for you as an Edo man. He's ready to make sure that what is accrued to you is not being stolen by those that have children. All in the name of leaving a legacy for their children. Shomole bought an hospital in New York for his son. Izeyamu's children, they are all schooling abroad. Oshomole's children are all schooling abroad. All is on your money. But Obaseki have none. So who is he going to give your money to? There is no one except you. The only children that Obaseki have today is you and I. That's the only one he has. So your responsibility is one thing that actually, dear him so much. So he's ready to sacrifice everything to make you have a better life. So if you think he has no child, then that is a political point. Guys, you guys are joking. It's not. It's an advantage on his side, not a disadvantage. A man, number three, I said, a man that has no child always wants to see other smiles. That's what he does. Because he actually knew more of the pains of not having one. And he can only actualize what he would have done for his children via other children. I say it again, a man that has no child always wants to see other children happy. Because he actually knew of the pains of not having one. And he can only actualize what he would have done for his children via other children. So if you say the man doesn't have a child today, he understood because he carried the pains. So therefore, he knows the pains of not having one. You that have children, you will think of your children first. How your children will buy car, how you will build a house for your child, how your child will school in the best schools all over the world. But he had none. So the people that are around him are the one that he sees as his children. And he's always ready to make them happy, to put a smile on their face, just like what he's doing today. He's putting smiles on the face of the over 4.5 million Edolites. All over Edo State. Today, Obaseki has become a name that everybody must reckon with. If he doesn't have his biological children, the Edo people today are already clear behind him. They have accepted him as their father. You can fool some people sometimes, but you can never fool everybody all the time. They can always insult, Brother Charlie. Let them insult. Because they are dumb. A man that has no child is so focused Because the only thing that occupies him is his job and vision. A man that has no child is so focused that the only thing that occupies him is his job and his vision. We live those of us that live in Europe. That's why I wonder why some people that live in Europe still think very backward, still think analog. You know, right in Europe where you live, 90% of the Europeans have no child. But they do marvelously well in what they do. Obaseki is not thinking of any child that's going to go to university, according to you guys. He's not thinking of any child that he's going to build mansions for all over the state. So his focus is on governance and the vision he had in his heart for the state. So, if you think he doesn't have a chance at a disadvantage, you are wrong. Because you do not actually know what it takes to be a true leader. One who are children as stealing, are people who want to steal the collective wealth of the nation just to keep it for their born children. That is a fact there. This don't need to go to this extent. He's always focused. Because who is going to disturb him? Nobody. So his job is his priority. That is, you know that Obaseki treats every note. Every file is being treated by him, by himself. Some other time, after he has finished drinking Gouda, he will hand over the files to the commissioners to treat. He hand over the files to the commissioner to treat. So they treat the files the way they want. I said, when you saw Obaseki does not have a child, it's not a campaign against him, but on his favor, it will actually make proper use of our resources to better the lives of others. When you see Obaseki does not have a child, it's not a campaign against him, but actually it is for his favor because he will make good use. He's not a baby now. Obaseki is already going to his 60s or even more than his 60s. He's an old guy. So he doesn't have anything to live for. Obaseki worth over 25 million US dollars. Obaseki net worth is over 25 million US dollars. Obaseki is already a billionaire. With or without those states. So what else does he really actually have to steal for when he had no child? Like people normally claim. Or go around bragging, writing on social media. I watched a video of someone saying Obaseki did a contract marriage, all for the sake of the governorship election in 2016. There was one politician. There was one politician who came up and was saying some trash. And when I listened to that video, I look at the man, as old as he is. I said, how can a man? He said he was a policeman. I don't know if you watch that video. He said he was a policeman and all that. I said, how can a man go so low to that extent? And I decided to address the issue because they tell lies just for political gain. Because we are still backward in our thinking. We feel that marriage is all that makes a man responsible. Yet these guys, marriage makes many Africans irresponsible. I grew in Benin there. It makes them irresponsible people. Not to put a wife at home. All they just think about is having a woman at home who now become a production hub. where children are being produced. That's all they think of. When I saw the video, I listened. I said, "Okay, what has this?" First, my first plan was, "What has this got to do with governance?" So, what has this got to do with governance? That was my first question. What has this got to do with governance? Not having a wife or not having children? What has it got to do with governance in whatsoever form or capacity? And they said he did a contract marriage and paid 2 billion, not 2 million, not 200,000, not 20,000, not 2,000, 2 billion. Then I sat down and started thinking. Obaseki fine passes. Obaseki fine pass to Shomole. Am I correct? Obaseki fine pass to Shomole. Obaseki is more educated than Oshomole. Obaseki is more exposed than Oshomole. When Oshomole was still doing tailor work, Obaseki was already in America studying. Obaseki has toured the world that Oshomole has not toured. Obaseki made money before Oshomole even knew what money is all about. So if Oshomole, it means, they are telling us that the Cape Town woman, the Cape Verde woman, sorry, the Cape Verde woman that Oshomole brought with the only MOU that he signed, it means that woman was also an arranged marriage. Because that is why it is easy for them to know an arranged marriage. It is easy for them, for these people, to know arranged marriage because their father, Oshomole, also was part of the arranged marriage. And they said 2 billion. Let me say the one Shomole paid. Shomole paid the arranged marriage with an airplane company. Shomole paid for the arranged marriage with an hotel he built in Cape Verde. All just to be able to bring that woman to Edo State. If they talk about arranged marriage, then they actually knew what an arranged marriage is, what a contract marriage is. Now they know and we don't know. And I am bold to say this. Obaseki is not a mumu that if we actually paid Betty 2 billion naira just for Betty to come and act as a first lady, knowing fully well there are benefits attached to the office of a first lady. Come on, what are you guys? Are you guys so dumb? That Obaseki would say, okay, please, madam, come and act as my wife, and I'm going to pay you 2 billion. And you being the first lady, you are going to make so much money because money will be automatically be allocated to your office as the first lady of the state. These guys are really daft in their thinking. Number two, if Obaseki needs 100 guests, even before he became a governor, Obaseki had an office. Many youth corpers goes to his office after he invests to go and do youth service. Obaseki does not need Betty. Obaseki does not need Betty to actually find someone, if even, to come and act as the first lady. It's like this, he will get all the guests. Those of you that come from Europe that go to Nigeria. Those of you that come from Europe that go to Nigeria. You guys know how you get women now. Those of you that are also going into women issues. You know how you get women. You don't even need to call them. A one touch with your small euro that's in your pocket. You already gone. Friday, Obakbolo, please, no insult. I told you, no insult. Any insult again, I'm going to block you. Friday, Obakbolo, no insult. Make your point known. Everybody will respect it. No insult. Please. On my wall, I do not permit insult. I beg you. Okay? So, I said, I am about to say that that is the most stupid campaign I have ever heard all my life. Even a 2-year-old child will not even say that, not to talk of so very many grown up, but are not wise up, saying things that are laughable. Said even Obaseki, if Obaseki is blind, deaf, and crippled at the same time. Get that now? I said if Obaseki is blind, deaf, and crippled at the same time, with the wealth he had made before becoming a governor, and with the influence he carries around the world, which most of these people can never in their lifetime carry such, we get the best lady anytime, any day, anywhere. He's schooled in the US. Obaseki schooled in the US. He will get a woman, an American woman who do not want children, if children was Obaseki's problem. You guys should don't come this low, for goodness sake. Act maturedly. I said, remember the Agofala Manabi, Oshomole, went and married the beauty queen in Keved as a wife. In a sane society, without Oshomole's money, with that lady, shakes Oshomole's hand or sign Oshomole an autograph, the answer is no. It was Oshomole's money and fame that married her, not Oshomole. So how did they not think if Oshomole can marry a beauty queen from Keved, the Obaseki, the Amson guy, a more educated, a more exposed intellectual, cannot be able to get a beautiful wife from Benin, from Lagos, or even from the US, where he has spent most of his lives? Don't you see these people are so dumb? You guys just destroy yourself by your stupidity of the highest order. So when they talk, I begin to wonder if Oshomole actually did a contract marriage with his Keved wife. This will be a story for another day. I said, no, being married or not married and having children or not is not a criteria for a person that can perform or that has the art of a gold. So let's campaign with facts, not with propagandas. That's all I'm asking for. You stop all those play. Let's deal with facts. Let's deal with figures. Tell us what you want to do. We will come to a place. I have met most of them. Most of these guys working with IPO, Pastor Seke Jamu. I have met most of them. They can't even stand any. I repeat, they can't stand me. They can't stand Obase. They can't stand Osakunokodi. They can't stand Newton. They can't stand what's the name of this guy? Bush Lion. They can't even stand Stainless. Or they can't stand a Faye in a proper debate All they do immediately, you accosted them, they resort to insult and propagandas. That's all they do. They can't stand a constructive debate for 20 minutes. It's not possible. They immediately resort to insults. That is all they do. That's all they do. And so I cry. Now, let me talk about, again, I read somewhere and they said, thank you, Charlie. Thank you, Charlie. and I read somewhere again, Isaiah was saying Obaseki made, Isaiah was saying Shobole made Obaseki a governor. Come, you guys should stop that. Nobody can make anybody a governor. You can only present the person. The people decide. Except you are telling us that you actually rigged the election in 2016. Or come out openly and confess so that you'll be picked up by EFCC. I said you have repeatedly said you made Obaseki the governor of Edo State. And I began to wonder how you alone could make a man a governor where governorship is not by appointment but by election. You guys should stop. Governorship is not by appointment but by election. So if you say you make somebody a governor, then it is questionable. We need to start asking you what actually you have done. It means you rigged the election to make him, to force him on the people. How will your vote alone cover the vote of the remaining 4.5 million Edolites if you actually make him a governor? We must begin to tell them this fact. Nobody made Obaseki. Obaseki said that. He said, he presented me, and the Edo people made him a governor. You made him a governor. I made him a governor. Many people in Edo actually made Obaseki a governor. Not Oshomole. Neither is it Tony Kabaka or any of these miscreants who are going around claiming, believing that they made him a governor. Are you telling us you rigged the election with your lions and your tigers? Is that what he's telling you? Is that what he's telling us right now? We need to know how you made him a governor. You must come and tell us. If we decide to go to the market and a seller will definitely introduce, hear this now. If we decided to go to a market and a seller will definitely introduce a product to us and also try to convince us to buy the same products, it is now the choice of the buyer to either agree on the product or reject all the sweet, nice words and praises that the seller poured on that product. So when you come up with Obaseki, you told us about Obaseki. It was our choice to decide to say we want Obaseki. It wasn't by force. You didn't force him on us. We decided to follow Obaseki because we loved him. Introducing Obaseki product to us does not mean that you actually sold him to us. No, you never did. You came with a product and we felt satisfied with it at that time. And since it was a new product in the market, hear this right now. Hear this right now. Introducing Obaseki to us does not mean that you actually sold him to us. You came with a product and we felt satisfied with it at that time since it was a new product in the market. And we decided to give it a try since the other product we have tried before was not good to our taste and standard. We have seen Isayamu before. It wasn't good for us. We have seen all these people, they did not do well. So when you came with Obaseki, it was okay, let us try this new product. This one a new one. This is a new one. We have not seen it before. Let us try to see how this product is going to look like. And we took the products. So stop complaining. Because this one you are bringing now, you told us 4 years ago, AK-47 at night, Bible in the day. You told us 4 years ago, this guy was taking 24 million naira every month from Bedeburi. You told us years ago that there is a 700 million naira case on his head. You told us before that this man, you don't trust him with the key to your kitchen. You told us before that this man poured acid on the private part of someone. You will not come back to tell us that is the best product for me? Come on. The Yoti will just accept you because you're a God. Who gave you that power to decide for us? We also accepted the Obaseki product when you introduced it to us because we saw some new features in the setting up of the product, which we thought can help in its usage. In Europe, when we want to buy new phones, you will call I don't know about it, you call here in Sweden, we will call it the phone operator. So I need Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus, for example, because that's the latest now. And they will going to tell you the features. I think I like this one. I think this one is going to be nice for me. I think this one is going to work with what I have. You told us that Obaseki worked for you 8 years without collecting a dime. You told us that Obaseki was the brain boss of your administration. You told us that Obaseki actually built a house called the Economic House inside the government house with his friends without the government putting one money. You told us that Obaseki went to school. He went to Hosa. He not therefore went to Uniben. From there, he went to abroad. He came back and he began to help other banks and make Dangote and many others to become millionaires. We said, yes, this is the future that we need. These are the futures that we need in Edo State. These are the kind of product we need that can be able to help us to bring us to that level of optimism that we need. We accepted him. You told us, and we felt it was okay. We said to go for the product. We didn't go for the products. So why coming out every day to complain about the same product? Oh, I am sorry. Oh, you not need that everywhere. Sorry, I sent a bad product to you. Sorry, I sent a bad product to you. So, come on, leave the bad product. It is okay for us. It is workable. It is workable for us. It is workable. It is workable. We don't have a problem with the bad product. We actually love the bad product because it's working to its highest optima for our usage. We are okay with it. We are okay with the bad product. Allow the bad product to go like that. We'll go manage it. We'll go manage it like that. It's okay. Thank you for the bad product. We appreciate you. Just leave her. We go manage it the way it be. Stop complaining about the bad product that you got beg you. Not complain again. We go manage it like that. No need to fight about the bad product. It is okay for us. Thank you very much. We appreciate you for the bad product. You cry every day, bad product. The thing that become news. The news is not getting tired of me. Today, bad product, tomorrow, bad next. Waiting. Leave bad product matter. We love her like that. Yes, his engine room, it was a bad product. The man is a clown. He's a clown. Now, like I said, I saw an interview that was done by our father. I'm going to be very fast with that. Then I will just go over to then I will just close for today. I'm going to play the video so that you listen. I'm not going to look at I'm the one that actually said it. Okay, I'm going to just play the video. You listen to the video, then I'll begin to talk about some of the things that is said in that video. Okay, so just listen to that. It's a video that we actually need to listen to. We need to do some analysis on that video and see what actually happened. Okay, just listen.
My name is
I have friends, and some of my friends were in town, and so they were coming, some of them informed me that they were coming to the new state for their political rally, and of course, I needed to I needed to host my friends. I don't belong to any political party. I'm a businessman. So what you are saying today, I'm just hosting my friends who are in town, and at least I want them to know that Edo State.
Take care of your friends.
Of course, I'm just hosting my friends.
You are alleged that you sponsor some towns, some town at the Oba Palace. Is that true?
Well, people that know me know that I'm not violent.
Please listen to this part of the
All
interview.
my
Listen to
friends
this
know
part of the
me
interview, please.
that I'm a very peaceful person. You see, what happened at the palace was very laughable when I was accused. I was in town for Omonoba's private, like his own private invitation. So when that was happening in the palace, I was sleeping in my house.
Okay, now hear this now. He said he was in town for Omonoba private invitation. So when that was happening, that is when the issue was happening. You came from Abuja to Benin because the royal, our father, invited you in for his private invitation. And so when that was happening in the palace, he was sleeping in his house. Okay, hear this now. He was sleeping in his house. There are things I'm going to point out in this. Yet he said he was sleeping in his house. Let's continue.
What was happening in the palace? I was sleeping in my house. And it's very ridiculous that somebody who wanted to accuse me of being responsible for his own irresponsibility can go and print my poster with the poster of Osaro Obaze.
Hear this now. Hear this so clearly.
Osaro Obaze was the former chairman of Oredo, who is from the same local government with the governor. And he's giving him problem in Oredo because he's already taking Oredo from him. And the governor also saw me as his problem, which I still think I'm not.
Now, hear this now. He said somebody actually printed the banner with his picture and that of Osare Obases on the banner. And these same people now also rented the crowd, Abi. These same people now also rented the drum. That Obaseki now made a banner of himself and Osare Obase to go and stand at the front of the Oba Palace with Kapwepwe, Tony Kabaka's brother, and some other Tony Kabaka's followers in or at the Oba's Palace gate with the banner, with drums being rented by Obaseki to shame Obaseki. For what reason? Yeah, I'm coming. Hear the next one he said now. This is going to shock you the more. This part is going to shock you the more. Listen to this. Listen to this one very carefully.
And the governor also saw me as his problem, which I still think I'm not. So they displayed our poster. Anywhere you will take my poster to in this town, youths will gravitate naturally towards my poster. Because I'm a lover of the youth, and most of them look up to me as a role model. So somebody printed my poster, took it to the venue, spread it, and the youth gravitated towards my poster.
Please, I grew up in Benin. I'm from Ogbe. The truth of the matter is this: when I was good, before I left Nigeria, I've not heard of this name, Captain Hosa. I was just around 10 or 12 years old when I started hearing of the name Isama of Benin Kingdom. That's the truth. I've not heard of that name, Captain Hosa, all my life until recently. So when you tell us that the youth of Benin actually knows you, I don't know where. Because what he has actually done that will make the youth to know him. Youth don't know you, except maybe there's a youth is talking about you. You know what I mean? Youth. Mr. Henry, I think you are going out now since you don't have anything to do on my wall. You know, there's what we call youth. Okay? And youth. I told you, I said, these people from IPOB, they're always good at insulting people. They cannot stand the truth. They can't stand the truth. We all know Esama from childhood. When we're young, we already know who the Esama is. We all know the name of Chief Gabriel Osabari Benedion. It is few, it's just during this election that I knew that there is a billionaire in Benin that is called Captain Hosa Okumbo. So if you say, when they see your brother, and then when they see your banner, it will attract youth to your banner. What are you talking about? Does your banner, have you ever seen Ibenejo banner attracting youth to it on the street of Benin? Ibenejo that have been a beacon of hope. Ibenejo that actually brought Benin to the limelight. Have you ever seen anywhere Ibenejo banner is and the youth will start gathering? The youth will start gathering. I've not known him before now. I'm not insulting him. I'm just telling you the fact. I don't know him before today. I knew him now when this whole thing started coming up. That's why I knew that we have another billionaire that is richer than Benedio. Because until this time, I was still thinking that Benedio was still the richest man legally in Edo State, apart from the politicians. That was my thought until I started hearing that they will have one billionaire in Benin. So when you say that, then just listen. Let's continue. You're going to see something that will shock you now in that very particular video.
Took it to the venue.
Yes.
And the youth representative was my poster. Because, tell me, before the governor left government house,
Hear this.
to the palace where he was visiting, he should have known that Kabaka, who he has demolished his house, was also there rejoicing with the palace, outside the palace. Because Kabaka is from Ogbe.
Okay. You see the contradiction. You see the contradiction now. You see the contradiction now. In front of us said, someone printed his poster with his picture and that of Soro Baze on it. Now, he now went further again to say that Obaseki would have known that Tony Kabaka, that he destroyed his hotel, will be in the government house. Will be in the government house on that same day, facilitating, celebrating with our father. That shows that he is, as a matter of fact, accepting the fact that what happened at the front of the palace was the handiwork of Tony Kabaka and his group. That's where I'm going to. Because if you tell us that the governor is supposed to have known that Tony Kabaka is in the palace on that day, facilitating with our royal father, it means you are indirectly telling us that Tony Kabaka actually instigated the uprising at the front of the gate of the palace of the monarch. where I was trying to pick up from, because that is where I heard hostage holding to. So because Tony is in the palace, then Obaseki should not go to the palace. Because Tony is the lion and the tiger. He will send his boys on the way to insult, abuse, humiliate a governor. Is that what he was telling us? The Obaseki would have known. And who is Tony Kabaka? A non-political actor in Edo State. We now make the governor to cancel his appointment with the Royal Majesty. All because a man, a tout, is in the palace. Is that what a role model needs to have said? Listen, guys, we should put politics aside. What is wrong is wrong. If you begin to support evil, all because we want to make some political points. It doesn't work like that. Will he say, or will he accept people to humiliate him? And he wanted to say, if you continue with the video, that even the governors that came with Obaseki were actually his friends. And the interviewer asked him, why did you not invite them as you are inviting these ones now? He says they did not tell him that they were in town. They didn't tell him that they were in town. That was why he didn't invite them. And if you listen further, because I don't even want to play. If you listen further, what was even coming out of his mouth will show that he has a hand in everything that is happening in the state today. It's so bad. Edo State will not move forward if we continue to act in this manner and in this form. We must stand for the truth if we want to actually progress in life as a people. Even within politics, you know what people, they play politics, even when they want to play, they play politics so straight. Tell the truth. As the way you are, do not play politics in a way that it will tarnish or rubbish your personality or your personality in the society. If you're a businessman, stick to your business. Dangote never get involved in politics. Otedola never get involved in politics. Adenuga never get involved in politics. Do you know why? Because they are business moguls. Every government is their friend. Every government is their friend. Because government goes, government comes. But your business remains. If you side someone against another, and if peradventure the one you side did not win, then you are already creating a very bad blood for your business to strive. Thank you, Odia Ijari. Thank you, sir. I know, sir. I know. There are many things I know, sir. Just that we don't want to go there because it's our father. So that we don't want to give him some respect. I know. Please, I want to beg him. Stop going for an interview. Stay out of Edo State politics. For the sake of your business and your name, stay out of it. It's going to help us as a people, and it's going to help you as a person. Take the part of Dangote. Take the part of Adenuga. Take the part of Fonshola. These people, they are always out. They don't want to get involved. Please, for the sake of the kingdom, don't have any preferred candidate. Stay off. Be on a neutral ground. It will help your business and it will help your name. It's very, very important. It's very important. I feel bad. Let me play the others. Let me just play the rest part of it. You're going to hear this.
Just with the palace, outside the palace. Because Kabaka is from Ogbe. The Ogbe children will always rejoice naturally with the palace when things are happening there. So I was sleeping. When I got to tell you exactly what happened, somebody carried my post. Look, I'm not in a popularity contest in this town. If you ask one person about Captain Hosa, they know Captain Hosa. So what was my poster doing? I'm not contesting election. How can you not bring out a poster that is carrying me and Osalo Obaseki from his local government, like governor and deputy governor? It's laughable. I'm not violent, and I can never be violent. I don't use children for. I direct children positively, and I can test to you.
Because sometimes when people talk, I begin. Listen, I'm not that educated. You understand? I'm a layman. I didn't go to school. Okay. I don't even understand English perfectly well. I don't even understand English perfectly well. Maybe somebody will help me to interpret that. Obaseki printed your poster with Osaro Obaseki, and who's Osaro Obaseki to Obaseki? And and the banner had your name and your Osaro Obaseki on it. Okay? And Serena Joseph, please, can you just get off my wall? You are on my wall. So you are the one that's supposed to stay off from my wall. Please. Sometimes you guys should be civil. Don't be so stupid coming to somebody's wall and type rubbish. You guys need to be too matured for this. If you feel what I'm saying is not okay, just trust me as possible. Get to your wall, go on and do your own analysis. That's why we have Facebook. It's free. So don't come to my wall and talk trash on my wall. Because you stay with me now for over an hour. It means you are the one that is actually not okay for you to be on my wall for an hour. Listening to what you feel is stupid. Okay? So sometimes you guys should just use your brain sometimes and try to be mature for once. You can't come to the wall, to people's wall every time, and all you do is just talk trash. You need to be matured. Use your brains. This brain is there for you to use. I'm just trying to analyze a video that you guys listen to. I'm not saying what he said. I'm playing a video for you. And you are still saying something different. We must, my brother Odia, Ijari, we must change the narratives. What do they do? They pepper them for body. That's the problem. They are getting it so hot. That is why they're always angry. When they hear people telling them the truth. always angry. When they hear people say the truth, they want to die. I'm just analyzing a video. Somebody is saying, Oba invited me from Abuja. Then we are supposed to be in Oba Palace. You were sleeping in your house. Now, how did you not know? How did you not know that Kabaka was in the palace the time Obaseki was coming in? How did you know? On the video that was on the internet. On the video that was on the internet, Kabaka was in that video. Tony Kabaka's younger brother was in that video. So, if Tony Kabaka's brother was in that video, it means is Tony Kabaka not supporting Obaseki and his brother? That's a question that needs to be asked. If Tony Kabaka will come, to the palace and see your poster at the front of the palace, who not gave this boat the drum that they were playing at the front of the palace? Now, Tony Kabaka even said that even the commissioner of police asked him to go and talk to the boys because they know he had the power to talk to the boys. How can Tony Kabaka not be able to talk to Obaseki boys that Obaseki brought in to come and also insult himself? How can Obaseki not decide to also ask Tony Kabaka to not go and talk to the boys that Obaseki brought himself to come and also humiliate himself and his entourage? For what ground? On what ground? On what ground? Why you are not contesting? You're not a government candidate. What's it called? Osaro is not even a government candidate. Why will Obaseki not make a banner? A sitting governor making a banner to do what? To humiliate you? For what reason? For what reason? The whole interview does not add up. If you listen to him, there's no coherency in the interview. It was cut and nail, trying to put words together to be able to say to the people. That's all. That's just all that was there. There's no coherency in that interview. We all know that. The truth must be said, brothers. They think, yes, and they think, Sister Joy, they think that we are fools. They just think that we are so dumb that because they have already decided to own us. So whatever they say, we just accept. We have grown beyond that. They've never fed me once. Okay? The time I went to secondary school, we were paying school fees. That was during the military regime. I went to secondary school. We were paying school fees. So I have never gotten it. Only time I went to primary school that under Ali, that I got free education. During that time in secondary school, they were paying. I left there, I paid. Government have not supported me for once in Edo State. So why should I come here and start wanting to defend whatsoever? Like what my brother said, he said, if you people vote for the wrong choice, now for social media and YouTube, we're going to hear una going to lament. If now vote for the person where you go, make una cry. We go to YouTube like this, we're going to hear una going to lament. Because we already get a life somewhere by the grace of God that we are managing. So if you made a mistake and get the wrong guy into office, then when they will be beating people with slap and stick in the market and in the bus stations. Now YouTube and Facebook, when they look and they laugh. Give my time what man. They say Obaseki tell you know yeah. How about tell you know yeah. Sakodi tell you know yeah. You say na story. We're going to give a song. Vote for the right person. Vote Obaseki. Vote PDP. Come September 19th. If you vote him, you are voting for continuity. If you vote him, you are voting for progress. If you vote him, you are voting for the future of your children. Don't make the mistake of listening to promises. Before now, when Buhari was coming, he came with next what do you call that? Change. And with change, we lose everything today. We are suffering. Don't listen to see a man that have done it. No one that is promising you what he cannot do. Thank you, guys. I love you guys. Even those ones that are insulting me, I love you anyways. I don't have a problem with you guys. Just continue insulting. But you being on my one and insult me even makes you more of a mumu. I don't have a job, bro. Maybe more than you. Maybe you can give me a job to do now. Since I don't have a job, you can help me to get a job that I will be doing. Funny people. The way I look, do I look at somebody that is hungry to you? I beg, guys. Have a nice day. I appreciate you guys.
I never see this kind of Edo. I never see this kind of
I appreciate you guys. God bless you. Thank you, Brother Hosa. Owen, I appreciate you. Grace Smith, Mama Tracy, I appreciate you. Jerry Osage, I appreciate you. Betty Agedo, I appreciate you. SDGA, Charlie, I appreciate you. Olori, I appreciate you. Phil, James, I appreciate you guys. Michael, I appreciate you. Mora Poet, I appreciate you guys. You are wonderful. Sonny Benedion, thank you. Morgan, I appreciate you. Sonny, I appreciate you, sir. Francis, God bless you. Oedoke, Suzanne, Isoke, I appreciate you guys. Dear man, I appreciate you. My brother Osamoyi, God bless you. I appreciate you, sir. You guys are wonderful. God bless you all. Brother Humphrey, now God will bless you. God, I appreciate you guys. You Clifford and more, I appreciate you. God bless you guys. God bless you guys. You are wonderful people. But we'll meet again tomorrow. I'm going to be out tomorrow again. I'm going to be out tomorrow again. It is time to pepper them. The thing they paid them for body, we will continue to give them. Augustine Prince, I appreciate you. God bless you, sir. Betty, God bless you. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. I'm so humble. I'm so humble. I'm so humble. God bless you. God bless you. I go pepper them tomorrow.
If you collect and you go back, Destiny killer.
Destiny killer, that's what they be. Rapida, God bless you. Sister Rita, Osazuwa, I appreciate you, man.
Who are the final say in the election?
Edo people has the final say. Nothing say
the final say in the election.
Edo people has the final say. Now we want. Amen. Yak, you are wonderful. I appreciate you anyways. Thank you for being around. EFCC is waiting.
I said, who are the final say in the election?
Edo people has the final say.
Who are the final
final say in Edo election.
Edo people has the final say.
Edo people say na Obaseki dem want. Saibu mekuna karibu. Oshomo leise iyamu.
EFCC is waiting for you. Come on!
Everyone coming on to the center.
Raymond, I salute you, sir. Jane Oyeka, God bless you.
Everyone coming on to the center.
Come on, get the room.
Akube wano Waki mama kube no somo lete kwa Akubo eti wande go Mama kube jeri ya muga yola Akube Nagalo iyeto Akube wano Eleshona Waki mama kube somo lete kwa Akubo eti wande go Waki mama kube no Obaseki Deshoka koro Obaseki Nubare ni fiamia
I appreciate you, man.
Ruda Ijesu ya eno Oko Ewari Nida November 12 Obaseki Ego
Okay, guys. God bless you.